Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, your lens so big. I didn't even know I was in it. Yeah. Recapping the whole trip or just yesterday?
We recapping yesterday because I vlogged a little bit, but I feel like so much happened once we went to the pool, and after that, I only vlogged like the first half of the day. Good morning. It is Thursday, our last full day in Vegas. Yesterday was very eventful. It was really fun. Okay, so we went to the pool. The pool was small, but it was cool though because it was much needed because the pool water was the perfect temperature because I was hot. And we get there, we chilling, we minding our business. You feel me? Next thing you know, I hear this obnoxious black man.
That's crazy.
Next thing you know, I hear this obnoxious sound, right? But I'm like, okay, I'm minding my business because everybody, like the pool was so small, everybody was just like sitting around the edges, right? And you know, there were some kids playing around, splashing our face, but you know, whatever.
Kids be kids.
Right. So the young man, no, not young man. This man was 63 years old. Gray hair, you know what I'm saying? Probably drunk, probably drunk for sure. He comes up to her, right? And I already was getting alarmed because I'm like, okay, he's being a little too like touchy. He was trying to get her to do some water aerobics. He was saying he was a trainer, right? So you're saying you're a physical trainer, and I'm looking at the build. We bless God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to sell to me that you're a trainer, right? Not even me, to her, right? He says, I do water aerobics, whatever, right? So he's getting her to do these ab workouts, and then this is where it gets worse, ain't it? He gets in the water, more in the water, to come and caress her legs, touch her toes, and be like, don't let them get out of the water. Then he kept calling her sexy. And I was like, then he does that, whatever, gets her to do whatever, whoop-de-whoop. And you know, we just laughing and all because we just trying to enjoy ourselves. We don't want no problems.
I thought it was going to be like a small interaction. Like, okay, you teach me water aerobics, you know, how he's talking about the abs, you know, like when I push your feet, like bring them back. Okay? But it was like a long interaction. Like, okay, Dad didn't leave me alone, sir. Like, you don't know me, I don't know you. Don't keep touching my feet. Go. That was going to be a small interaction. Just had to throw that in there.
Literally. I feel like that's why we was being nice. But because we were like all still sitting there in the pool, like he just kept going, kept egging it on. And I be forgetting, because I remember like in college, my homeboys used to be like, you need to stop being so nice, because I guess it just makes them feel like it's welcome. It makes it feel like we like that attention. But no, I'm just being nice so I don't get hurt. Especially nowadays, you know. Oh my God, I could just see his face right now, and I just want to beat him in his face.
Yeah, let me tell y'all.
Go ahead, girl.
What she did.
What did I do?
So I'm just sitting there, you know, he was like, he stopped talking at this point. We was chatting it up, and I don't know if there's just a gap in the conversation. I was zoned down. This lady is rebuking the water. Rebuking the water, y'all.
I forgot I did that.
She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And she said some other stuff. And then once I realized if she rebuking somebody, I said, who you rebuking?
Because I wasn't looking at him. Because like I didn't want to cause a scene, but I was like, no, there's a heavy spirit right here. And it needs to get going. I was so serious.
I told that girl, who you rebuking? Y'all, I kid you not, she was rebuking the water. There was nothing in front of what she was
looking at the water.
She was pointing to, I rebuke you. Who? I thought it was funny. She said, well, him. Okay.
I'm like, girl, what? Oh, so this is the main part, right? This is when I'm getting irritated. So he kept saying, oh, he was complimenting her. He said, you're so beautiful, you know, you're sexy, all this stuff. And then I was looking at my face. So I made a face, right? So I'm like, I'm looking at him, but I think he took it as like, oh, no, you're beautiful too. I'm like, no, I'm looking at you like, why is you keep, like, I'm not even, like, not on no, like, if it was a fine young man and he came correctly, I would have minded my business. I would have swam away. I would have, you know what I'm saying? I would have, you know, went to the bar, got me a water on the rocks, please and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, a virgin pina colada, you know, that'll do it every time. And it wasn't the case. It was a 65-year-old man. We don't need that. There's nothing you can do for us. Amen. And he was just like, you know, just like, oh yeah, y'all, we know that y'all look like y'all can have a good time. You know, he was like calling me like a fun time, and then a snack on the side, all this other stuff. And then
That's gonna be loud.
And then he started being like, what he say? You know, a real man, we like a full meal. And I'm just like,
no, let's throw this in there. Mind y'all, he asked us how old we was. Marie said 23. She loved to be like, 23, she 22. She loved that we're not the same age right now. Mind y'all, we only have 8 months. Anyway, okay. So this man kept saying, I wish I was 25.
and then she proceeds to be like, well, how old are you? And then he said 63. And then I was like, you know, this is us being too nice. I was like, oh, you look about like, you was like in your late 40s or something like that. He was like, then that hyped him up. I'm sorry that I was just being nice, you know, banter, because I'm like, I'm trying to, you know, whatever. Mind you, also, side note, I said there's people all around. He was with 3 other people. He was with some friends. 1, 2, it was a couple on the right of me, and there was a family, like a family of 4 on the left of her. So I'm looking around, and I know that they're all peeping because like the pool is small. It was small, right? Ain't it?
Yeah, and we was on the stairs. Like where we were sitting at, it's the stairs that you go up and out of the pool in. Like the main one. There's 2 on the side, but we're on the main one, and it was people sitting right. It was this little. That's how small the pool was, and people all in there. Oh, okay, I shouldn't have used that example, but it was people all in there, like
right. The thing that got me is when he was on his knees, he was like, "So how old are y'all?" That's what.
He's on his knees.
No, like he was. He had his arm on his knee.
Oh,
and he was like,
"Well, I didn't.
I just had to know. I just had to know." And that it was just like so like smug and just like I was just like, leave me alone.
He was giving me the ick.
Literally so bad. And then, because he wasn't catching the hint, because we kept like, you know, trying to cut it short or whatever the case may be. But we're playing in the water, right? And we're so like she kept kicking her legs up, but we're just playing in the water. But every time she kicked her legs up, he took that as an opportunity to be like, oh, let me, you know, remind her I'm a personal trainer and I do water aerobics. So let me, you know what I'm saying? And he kept touching us. He kept touching our shoulder, all this other stuff. There's a point in time I had said something, and he was like, and he was like, and I literally, he pushed me hard. I was like, like what? After that, then he starts to say something else. He was about to say something. He literally said, he's like, oh, I was about to say something. He's like, let me not, because y'all 23 or whatever. I said, yeah, let you not. You know what I'm saying? And then he still proceeded to say it, and I was like, what did he say?
He was talking about he said he would fit both of us in his little cup.
in his like he had like a little like Hydro Flask type cup. He was like, I'll put both of y'all in this cup and drink it. like what? Huh? Sorry, I started singing the song.
What does this mean?
Oh, it's low battery. There's no battery. Okay, let's wrap this up real quick.
How do you know how many minutes you get?
I don't.
Eventually, he had said something, and Marie was like, "What? Like how you was when you started getting like?"
Oh, okay, so I started getting buck with him. This is when I turned around to face him, and his friend. She was like laughing. She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You think this cool? You weird too." Like I had turned around, basically trying to check him. Like, okay, we get it. But you're not 25, you're 65. I wish I remember what I said, bro. So much happened yesterday. I'm drawing a blank. But I know I was like, before I said that, right? There was the lady next to me. She was like, because he was talking about, he had said something that he don't even wipe his own butt. He said that somebody be wiping his butt or something like that. And I was like, what? And then the girl, the wife on the right of me, she was like, I can hear you. I don't want to hear that.
Why you ever say her like that? She literally said, I can hear you.
Like, chill out, right? The 65-year-old talks to the husband and was like, hey, referring to me, he was like, you can't tell me. Basically trying to get him to say that I was attractive, that I was cute, right? And I'm uncomfortable because I'm like, bro, clearly this is a married man right here. So I'm like, I'm literally looking. It was big TVs on the screen. So I'm looking at the little basketball, I don't even know what was playing.
Everything.
I was just looking at the screens. I'm like, okay. And then you could tell the husband was uncomfortable, and I was just like, You know, because I'm like, he's with his wife. Like, what the heck?
Mind y'all, this man, right before he said that, or either right before he said that, because I feel like that's what made her say something, he said, I stink?
No.
He said,
Yes.
straight face. It hurt worse, so I just go back and bite it. Look at her face, zoom in on that.
Oh, she freaking Bedtime. Oh.
So, I can't see. He had at first I thought he was like homophobic because the way he was like, he had said something about like all the gays being
the gays
out.
are out or something like that.
I'm like,
and he was like, it is June.
I don't like homophobic people. So I'm like, okay, now I might have to say something. All right. And that's what I said in my head. But then he was like, he started talking about like if a dude was 6'4", 190 pounds, like you wouldn't compliment him, you wouldn't say nothing. He said, I'm gonna say. Basically, he was talking about attractiveness to a man. So I'm like, okay, you just said that kind of homophobic little comment,
right,
then you comment on a man being fine, and you're gonna tell him, and you're gonna.
Yeah.
So that was like right before, and then that's when he said something else, and then the lady was like, I can hear you. That took me out.
Yeah. When he had said something else, I was like, okay, because at that point I'm uncomfortable. Like I'm even more uncomfortable because I'm embarrassed. Because it's like, why are you like you bringing too much negative attention to me and my friend, and I don't like that. And like I feel like the reason why we try to be so nice for real is because like if it had to get like that, we would have to figure something out because we're here by ourselves. So I feel like we were just trying to play stuff cool because it's just like if it don't need to get up there, it don't need to get up there. But it's like, okay, you're not stopping. So let me turn around and be like, okay, so let's, I'm just being sarcastic and being smart and just basically like, you could just leave it at that, leave it to yourself or whatever. And he was like, okay, and then that's when his homegirl or whatever, I guess, was just like, oh, he be in a psych ward or something like that, with like joking around. Yes, like she was like, this is his day out or something like that, like, joking, make it seem like, oh, he crazy. Like, no, we need to let this be a lesson that we need to stop giving people passes, like black men and black women. We need to stop giving them passes. You know what I'm saying? If you see your homegirl, your homeboy tweaking out, check them. And if they can't take it, then that's not your friend. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, don't be like a bee about it, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. So then eventually a little bit after that, then they left. Now everybody want to say something. The wife and the husband over here, the mom over here. I'm like, I told them, I said, now y'all all peeped. And I said, I was looking at y'all for help.
Mind y'all, both of them, like after the man had left, we had a conversation with like all of us had a conversation.
Yes.
Like the people on my left, the people on her right, we all had a conversation. Mind y'all, they both said they had daughters our ages. But the man, it was the lady that was next to me, her husband, like right after he started talking to me, he had went away. He just started like swimming and stuff. I liked it. He said he left because they had a daughter in the pool and he had to go make sure nobody was harassing her.
Literally. And then I felt bad because after I said that, the wife, she was like, oh, I don't think it literally didn't come into her mind, which is understandable to a degree because unfortunately in the world we live in today, it's like just how the father went to go check on his child. We're so like, we just gotta protect our own first. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't think especially like she seemed really sweet. So I don't think she wanted to insert herself, or whatever. I feel like if my mom was there, I feel like she would have said something.
My mom definitely would have said something, and I was thinking like the whole time, like Don, you met Don?
Yeah.
Baby, she don't play. She don't play. Like she would have cussed, but the first word that came out of his mouth, she would have said something. But I just feel like it's me and Marie. Like we have to just set the boundaries instantly. Like, okay, we heard you. Like, okay, we heard you. We chopped it up with you. Can you leave us alone? Like, we on vacation. We trying to enjoy ourselves. Like, it's getting weird.
Yeah.
Some people not receptive of like signs and clues. He definitely was not. Like, I couldn't even flow. Like,
right. With that, you know what I'm saying?
I had to say, let me stop putting my feet up for him. Marie like, right. Wait, come back over here. Every time I put my feet up.
And it was irritating because like we was genuinely having a conversation. Like, we talking about life, talking about our future plans, stuff like that. And here he come, an obnoxious old man. Talking about some, you sexy.
He really kind of blew me. We also had this interaction with this girl on the train.
Oh yeah, before we even got to the pool, cause that. Go ahead, girls. You can tell that.
Well, I mean, it was only like a 5-minute train ride, but she didn't really say anything. She didn't say anything to us until we got off the train, which means she was listening to our conversation.
She was,
because she said she was listening to our conversation.
Yeah. I kept staring at. Side note, I kept staring at her toes. Okay, so like we were.
Me too. Yeah. But I had on sunglasses, so I was staring at her toes the whole time. I was staring at her the whole time because I have on sunglasses. I'm like, she can't see me staring at her and them orange toes. Well,
yeah, it was like a gold,
goldy, orange,
peachy,
yellow.
Yeah, it was a.
Why are you staring at her toes?
Because okay, so I had nothing else to look at.
Me either.
But
and
also,
they was like,
yeah, they was looking nice or whatever. But I don't know, like, at first when I first got on track, I thought they were a couple. Right?
I really did.
But then it's like, once I kept looking at them from around, I was like, I don't know, maybe they're just friends. But I didn't really look at him that much, so I didn't see what he looked like. But once we got off the train and she started talking to us, I was like, oh no, like this is a gay woman, and she was trying to get us.
When she first got on the train, I thought she was gay, but then I'm like, okay, they together, but they didn't look like they fit, like
right. But all. You know now with like,
but yeah, nowadays it'd be like they just put together. You never know, like. But I'm like, I'm like, they don't look like they fit. Like, what could they be doing? Like,
and the way like when she spoke to us, at first I thought she was just being friendly, like, oh, because we were talking about we had wanted to do this activity, because I don't know if we're gonna do it or not.
Probably not.
I don't think okay, actually, let's talk about it.
We have to finish one story at a time.
Okay.
We got off the train. Well, she had us talking about this activity we wanted to do, and she was like, oh, yeah, just so y'all know, like, it's cash only. Well, that's not the first thing she said. As soon as we got off the train, she said, I just want to let you ladies know that y'all are beautiful. Is that what she said?
Yeah, she was like, y'all are so beautiful, right? I was like, oh, thank you.
I said, you are too. Granted, me and Marie just had a conversation yesterday or whatever day it was. I was like, when you get a compliment, you don't feel the need to compliment me back. I tell her that.
That's funny. She told me that, and if she did that,
because it's like she was very pretty. She was pretty, but I didn't have to compliment her back, right? But it just feel like you don't have to. It's just I did it because I didn't have anything else. I looked at her like to compliment something, and I'm like, let's just do the looks,
right? And then the way she brung out her hand to shake my hand, the way she did it, her mannerisms, I was like, oh, she's trying to get me. It was very like smooth, like trying to, riz me up type. I was like, but she was like, what's your name? And I was like, oh, Janvier. And I think she said her name was Jasmine, but you can call me Jay. I was like, oh, okay, cool, type. And then she was telling, because she had got a couple of tattoos, whatever, and then, which I also find that significant when we talk later about the dream. I feel like all of this happened. Oh, praise God. Anyway, so then so then we kept going on or whatever, and she was asked her and her name and all this other stuff, and it's just like the way she went about it. I was like, oh, she's trying to like, but in a respectful way. I could tell, I was able to discern like, oh, like I think she like doesn't just think that we're beautiful. I think she finds us attractive. Like, type.
Sorry.
So then it kind of got a little weird because like we were going to the same place.
Yeah, literally the same resort. So we just behind them, walking, following all the way down to the building. Thank God when we got in our resort, they went towards the restaurants and we went towards the elevator, because if we had to go in the elevator, oh my lantern.
Too much.
God was with us. But is all of this gonna make it in the video?
I may make a separate, like, this may be like a little
like, just
like a separate thing.
Story
like
time?
Yeah. Love y'all. Keep God in your life. Jesus is king. There's no king except Jesus. But I love y'all.
King of
Peace
all
out.
kings. Bye.
Bye.